Ghana International Trade and Finance Conference has since its inception supported the agenda for the creation of a single continental payments platform where all financial transactions would be carried out on the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement platform. Speaking on the sidelines of the 5th edition of the conference, the chairman of the Association of Ghana Industries says prospects of AfCFTA will greatly be enhanced if we push for a uniform payment system that will make payments for cross-border more convenient.
Regrettably, however, since the agreement took effect early this year, very few African businesses have capitalized on the opportunities available to trade across national borders into other African markets. A number of significant factors account for the inability of businesses to take advantage of the AfCFTA. Payment systems and infrastructure. Trading and commerce among countries on the continent will continue to be limited without a fluid payment system. The experience in Africa is that cross-border payments are slow, inefficient, and expensive. Most of our national banking infrastructure cannot handle some of the cross-border payments. The tenets and prospect of AfCFTA will greatly be enhanced if we push for a uniform payment system that will make payments for cross-border transactions more convenient.
Salasi Kofi Akon is the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana International Trade and Finance Conference, is advocating for the introduction of a statutory regulation to regulate digital payment across Africa.
Bills that have come to meet our traders over the past decade should be phased out, where they are attacked by armed robbers, plane crash and everything, and they lose everything. They keep doing this because movement of money has become expensive as always. And I cited the example of if we are moving $100,000 to pay a client or to go and buy goods in, let's say, Ethiopia or GITFiC, okay, it's expensive. But however, the payments settlement system should focus at making it cheaper so that it encourages the traders to use the system. So that has been exactly what we've been advocating for. That it's time. It's important, it should be made convenient, it should be made cheaper to encourage people use the system. Otherwise, even the system will be in place, traders will still like to put the thing in their bags and travel with, because if I'm putting $100,000 across and I'm paying $5,000, $2,000, I mean $3,000, that buys his plane ticket depending on his final destination. Why should he use that to pay money, movement of money? So conveniency and cost in the cross-border system is very, very important in accelerating this.
Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia also emphasized on the need for a digital payment.
I think that, digitization and the advent of digital currencies is something that is definitely coming. We are facing it, and I'm very, very happy that the Central Bank of Ghana has is beginning a pilot digital currency. And I think it will ultimately be the way to go for Africa, that we will adopt, or we should end up trying to adopt a digital currency. But I think that a digital currency that is backed by the central banks, and that gives a lot of credibility to transactions. And I think this is where we should be headed. And the Bank of Ghana is leading the way, and I expect other central banks to come forward with this in the future. But I think it is the way to go.
This year's conference was on the theme Facilitating Trade and Trade Finance in AfCFTA, the role of the financial services sector, with a sub-theme Creating an Enabling Macroeconomic Environment in AfCFTA, the role of the central banks in Africa. The 5th edition of the Ghana International Trade and Finance Conference brought together business executives, policymakers, and subject matter experts from all over Africa and the world to articulate ways of enhancing intra-African trade, regional integration, trade liberalisation, trade policies and practice of the African continent, and notably to turn talks into action. For Adwa Business News, Nanya Makolison, Accra.
Finance conference.